here with Claymont football head coach Theodore Buddy White. First year here, but he's an alumni, a 1975 graduate. Buddy, tell us a little bit about taking over a program that went 3-7 last year. You took over for Eric Henry. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen so far in spring ball, leading into your summer and going into the regular season.
Well, I tell you what, our kids had a great has had a great off season. It was I think the main thing that I'm learning is that these guys are hungry. They're tired of losing and everything. And so one of the things that I did is, I went and broke down all their film from last year and try to figure out why they're losing, what point of the game they're losing, and that. And the one thing I came out with was they averaged over 30 missed tackles a game. And so one of the things that we're really focused on is tackling. I mean, we got a tackle circuit that we do every day. And now that we are starting to get our pads on a little bit, now we're going to find out who can tackle, because if you can't tackle, you can't play on our defense. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And just like, if you can't block, you can play on offense either. It's one of those things. Games, but it's about blocking and tackling.
Absolutely.
And we focus on those things there. The kids have bought into what we're trying to do. I feel good about the season. I feel good about the kids. I just, when you get in the game and face adversity, I have no idea how they'll respond.
Absolutely.
I got to wait and see how they respond. And when it's winning time, there's a time in every game where it's winning time. Are we going to step up, or are we going to let the other team win?
Absolutely.
And so the physical part, we got down. The kids are doing a great job. Mentally, when you've only won 8 games in 5 years, what I have found is it's a losing culture.
Absolutely.
That we got to work on. So it's more than just football that we got to work with these kids. We're doing some things a little bit differently. We put in a college recruiting program. We got it going now, and some of our kids are getting looked at by some colleges, which is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Because not many kids have gone before. So
now moving forward, heading into the season without too much detail, you got some tough opponents.
Yes, we do.
Harrison Central.
Yes.
Indian Valley, Ridgewood. Garraway. So tell us how you getting your kids mentally prepared to play these kids.
Well, it starts with Harrison Central. They're our first game of the season, and we're putting a lot into that. We talk about, we're focused on Harrison Central more than anything else, because we know if we can win that game, we're on our way. Because they're going to like the way they played if we win that game, because to win that game, we're going to have to play well.
Absolutely.
And they're capable. It just comes down to, are they going to do the things that it takes to win ball games? And like I said, you don't really, when you're taking over a new program, you don't really know until you start playing.
Absolutely.
How they're going to respond. And I know Harrison Central's a good football team, and we got good football teams up and down our schedule. We expect to have a special year. The kids are really working hard, and I'm doing all I can to help them out. And this is, you being here gives them some exposure.
Absolutely.
That exposure that they really didn't get much of. When you've won 8 games in 5 years, you're not going to get a whole lot of exposure. But, I think one of the things that helps is the fact that, a lot of people know me.
Absolutely.
And so they have some expectations for our team based on what they know about me.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Now, you're playing down the division this year?
Yeah, we dropped from D4 to D5. And you know what's crazy? That last year they went 3-7.
Mm-hmm.
If they were in Division 5, they'd have made the playoffs.
Absolutely. Especially with the format.
With the format set up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and so we're excited. We talk every day about, we gotta get ready for 12 games, because we're gonna make the playoffs and we're gonna win our first game.
Right.
And so that's what I tell the kids. Everything we're doing is preparing us for 12 games.
That's right. And it starts here tonight.
Sure it does.
You're in the 707 with Mineral Ridge, Brian Shaner's team, and then you got John Butchko's Bosiris Redmen over there. So this is where it starts at. We're getting closer to the start of the season. We got about 28 days.
Yes.
And we'll get in those pads and those helmets to come on, and then we'll see who's mentally tough.
That's what it's going to come down to. And like I said, we got a team that's used to winning in Harrison Central, so they know how to win.
Yes.
And we got to impose our will and do a great job. And I think the kids they want to win. They're so hungry. We got we only have 6 seniors. Which isn't all bad. That's because that means that we're playing a lot of young kids that are going to be back next year.
Yes.
And but one good thing, and I've even told Eric Henry this when I talked to him. I said, the one favor you did for me is by playing those young boys last year.
Right.
He played a lot of freshmen and sophomores last year. Well, now they're sophomores and juniors with game experience. They understand the varsity speed and everything. So we have a lot of experienced kids.
Yes.
But like I said, it's the little thing. It comes down to blocking and tackling and who's going to impose their will.
Yes.
And decide that they want to win the game. And I know these kids want to win it bad, but we got to do the things that it takes to win ball games. And so far they're on the right track. We like I said, we've had a great off season, and
Good.
the kids have been showing up. We have workouts where before they were averaging maybe 15 or 20 kids showing up. Well, we got 45, 50 kids showing up every day. We go Monday through Friday, and they're there every day.
Want to win.
And they want to win. And I'm going to do all I can to help them. I got a good staff that are really into these kids, and which is important. You can always find a coach that knows X's and O's, but do you care about these kids? Are you willing to be a mentor?
Absolutely.
Because we're with these kids a lot of times more than the parents are.
Absolutely.
And kids share things with us that they don't even share with their parents.
Absolutely.
And but that's why we're here.
Absolutely.
It's just not just football. We got to develop men.
Absolutely.
Develop these young men. And one of the big things I think in the development of these young men is that they know how to win. Know what it takes to win. Whatever endeavor they decide to take on, how hard are you going to go for it?
That's right.
Win it.
Test no fortitude.
Win the day. Win every day.
Absolutely.
And it's not just on the football field. We have expectations with those kids about being in the community.
Absolutely.
In school, we're going to start a mentorship program with our junior high. And we'll send some of our kids over to, they'll identify kids that maybe need somebody to talk to.
That's right.
We're sending our kids to the elementary schools to read to them.
Absolutely.
It's just a lot of little things that, that's going to come to help with their development, not only as football players, but as people.
Absolutely. Theodore.
Buddy.
Yeah. We'll refer to him as Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buddy, I think you've done a great job so far from what I've seen in this interview and this conversation. I think that is going to speak volumes in the style of play that these guys want to do. You got 45 kids. You got kids that show up all the time. Just keep pushing that envelope, and I think you'll get some good results out of that. Again, we're here at Walsh College, 7v7 with Bosiris and Mineral Ridge, and this is head coach Theodore Buddy White.
You don't have to use Theodore. I go by Buddy.
Yep.
No one in the world calls me Theodore.
First year head coach, and it looked like he's got some promising things in store for his kids. Thank you, buddy.